You're good. I'm good. We're all good. Colts win 30-13 over the Pittsburgh Steelers, snapping their 8-game losing streak against them, dating all the way back to 2011. Hey guys, I'm Brian Barbeau. Welcome to BBarbstat&fact. Merry Christmas. Colts win. They're 8-6. They're in a playoff spot, 7th seed. Not bad. When this season started, I thought, if they win 5 games, because they're in rebuild, right, or building. If they win 5 games this year, that will be a very good year for them. They have exceeded my expectations. They've won 8 games. They doubled their total from a year ago. A year ago at this point, the Colts finished 4-12-1. They lost their last 7 games, including a year ago today, where they had a 33-0 lead against the Minnesota Vikings and subsequently blew it in the second half, 39-36. We won't get into that, other than the fact that it was the largest blown lead in NFL history. On the Minnesota side, the largest comeback in NFL history. Oh, what a sight that was to witness. 170 rushing yards versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both our number one receiver, Michael Pittman Jr., who was in concussion protocol, took a nasty hit to the head. And Zach Moss, our top running back, both exited the game. Moss had exited the game with an arm injury. He got x-rays. Turns out they were negative. Colts' last win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, November 9th, 2008. 2008! 2008! Streak is over. The streak is over. They won 24-20 that game. November 9th, 2008. I had just graduated high school. Barack Obama just became president-elect of the United States 6 days prior, defeating John McCain in the 2008 presidential election. Anyway, getting back to the game now. Trey Sermon and Tyler Goodson. Randoms. Never even heard of these guys until yesterday. Second stringer, third stringer. Trey Sermon, 17 carries, 88 yards. Tyler Goodson, 11 carries, 69 yards. The Colts rushed for 170 yards against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Running off, Sermon, 15 yards, 10 yards. Goodson, 5 yards, 10 yards. Both guys, 1-2 tandem, ripping off massive yards against the Steeler defense. Reeling, I tell you. This game did not start off like this. The Steelers were up 13-0 to begin the game. I thought we were going to get eviscerated like we did last week, as the Colts lost 34-14 to the Bengals last week. We were down 13-0 early in this game. Steelers went down and scored. Colts got the ball back. They punted. Punt got blocked all the way to the 1-yard line. Steelers score again. Then the Colts settle down, get a touchdown by Zach Moss before he exited the game. And then the Colts just took over. They're a plus 13 in turnover differential. That is the best in the NFL. They have forced a turnover, at least one turnover, in 19 consecutive games. That is the longest active streak in the NFL. They forced 3 turnovers yesterday, and they have sacked Mitch Trubisky 4 times. They're the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. Defense was all over them. Aside from giving up that opening drive, they were lights out. 4 sacks, like I just said. 3 forced turnovers. Colts getting after it defensively. Yet they've given up 343 points this year, which is an average of 24.5 points a game. Yeah, I mean, they've given up some points, but at least they're forcing turnovers. All Colts blanketing the Steelers after that start. Blanketing them. Steel curtain. Using the steel curtain. Hell of a game by the Colts. Started the season 3-5 after the loss to New Orleans in week 8. 5-1 in their last 6. getting hot at the right time, averaging 23.2 points a game in that 6-game stretch, giving up only 19. What a win. 15 years, 8 consecutive losses to get to this point. I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. I hate the New England Patriots. Colts had a streak against them. Finally ended. Now they've won 2 of 3 against them. This is a big win. The Steelers are not that good. They're not that good. But they have a Hall of Fame head coach in Mike Tomlin. Ben Roethlisberger retired 2 years ago. But still, Pittsburgh's always had our number. They've had our number since 2011. And I remember that game too. It was week 3, 2011, September 25th, 2011. The Colts lost 23-20 that night. Okay, they lost. It was one of the best defensive outings I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney, who were the 2 top pass rushers on the Colts at that time still. Peyton Manning out for the year due to neck surgery, neck fusion surgery. All of them. Crazy. And yeah, they just kept beating us. 14, 15 on Sunday night, 16 on Thanksgiving night, 17, another close game. 20, Colts had a 17-point lead in that game, blew it. And last year, losing 24-17, but the Colts were a mess the last 7 games of the year. Just a debacle. They're 8-6. They're 8-6 in the 7th seed. If the playoffs were to start today, they would be in. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game. Well, they did win another game because they're 8-6. And you know what? If they win one of their next 3 games, as impressive as the Steelers streak has been, where they haven't had a losing season since 2003, the Colts haven't had back-to-back losing seasons since 97-98. And 98 was Peyton Manning's rookie season. They win one more game, they'll at least have a winning season. That's pretty stupendous, too, if you ask me. The team knows how to bounce back from a bad season. I'm ecstatic. You know what? This wasn't for the AFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl. I understand that. They're not a Super Bowl contender. They're a rebuilding team. They've exceeded expectations. They might make the playoffs. They might not make the playoffs. Yet to be determined. But Trey Sermon and Tyler Goodson, these guys were just come off like the practice squad. Second and third stringer. Jonathan Taylor's been out for the last couple of weeks due to thumb surgery. Who are these guys? Stud. Unbelievable. 3 games left to go. We'll see what happens. Colts are in the 7th seed. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as we did producing it. I want to wish you and your families a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I will be posting another video in the foreseeable future. We will be posting one. I'm going down to Florida in 2 days, along with my grandmother. She's a great woman, and she's coming down to Florida with me, and she's going to have a great time. Thank you for your support. I will be posting another video in the foreseeable future. I will continue to upload shorts, highlights of my players of my 4 favorite sports teams. I'm glad you're liking those. Yeah. Tell all your friends. Share with your family members. The Colts beat the Pittsburgh Steelers for the first time since 2008. And have a good day.